and the one that I just tomorrow, if you guys show up, if I don't bore you, and you have any more questions, you come to my panel. We'll show you a little trailer for our movie.
Oh, it's fantastic, man.
Road to Paloma, yeah.
That's
When did you finish it up?
We are just finishing post right now. We're showing it at, like pretty much beginning of April to the distributors. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're almost done.
Congrats. Did you write it too?
I did.
Wow, good on you.
Yep. So, anyways, I'm just kind of doing my stuff, and yeah. And we just finished. Actually, I just did a thing with David Hewlett. He directed a movie which going to be. He directed a movie up in Toronto, and he called in a favor, and I'm talking a favor. It's basically David's dream come true to dress me up like Duran Duran and kill me 6 times. It's ridiculous. I basically play like Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now meets Hal / Simon from Duran Duran. It's weird.
It sounds like a movie that he would
totally
direct.
And then
yeah.
have me speak all the jargon. So I'm like in a Dr. Evil suit with like blonde highlights. It's ridiculous. I'm like, Bud, I'm going to write you a movie in the wilderness, naked, no lines, and you're going to be fighting creatures nonstop.
Hanging upside down on a rope.
Yeah. I'm like, no clothes for you, Hewlett.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But I finished that, and so that'll be cool. I don't. They're still shooting right now, but
Cool.
My question is for Terrell. I went to one of these things with Corin Lynette, and he said on set Chris John is gassing the man sometimes. Is that true?
You really have to ask that? Yes, it is very true. We would not let him eat egg salad sandwiches. And if there was raisin bran at craft service, we had it removed. He was notorious. I don't know what the hell that man put in his system, but wow, it did not agree with his body. That's all I have to say. Thanks for bringing that up.
That's all you need. That's all you need to say. I
Yeah.
think.
well, he's old and tired, and yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm amazing, and he's not. That's why.
Well, I mean, it's almost when you're an actor, you don't choose by content or by genre. You choose by role or by opportunity or by job offered to you. You do certain types of jobs, and if they happen to be sci-fi, they happen to be sci-fi. But it's not like you seek something out. You're known for a particular genre, but if you're on a horse with a hat and a gun, or if you're in space with a lightsaber, it kind of is the same sort of thing. Content is almost irrelevant when it comes to genre. So I wouldn't say no. It's not exclusively by genre that we choose. Terrell?
I agree with what you just said. It's all about paying the mortgage and doing what we love to do. And obviously, there's some things you'll get presented with something that you either like the part, or if it's just something you're not going to like. For instance, I was supposed to read for this role where this character had to have spiders, like big, huge, honking spiders crawling all over her. And one of the prerequisites was the, actor must be okay with this. And I, prepped it, thought I can do it. But I have such a phobia about spiders. Like, I started to stutter when I was thinking about going to the audition. And I thought, if I'm stuttering in the privacy of my own home, there's no way I'm going to make it to the audition, let alone let some flippin' 8-legged creature crawl all over my face. So, yeah. That's, I think, about the only one I've ever turned down.
If the breakdown says actor must be able to scuba dive, you're like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm a whore, and I'll do anything for money.
See?
I am for hire, so if anyone, got
He says in 3 words what takes me 100. That's...
for the right price, I'll do any movie. You know what I'm saying?
Hi guys, this is a question for all 3 of you. Coming to the convention, I'm sure you might be able to ask you a question. And if you're from the base of the rubber again, I'm not to right now. Have you ever met anyone that's got you that starstruck, that's got you just you've not really been good at it?
I got totally starstruck by Tom Waits. You guys know who that is?
Oh yeah.
I met him at the Sutton. I pushed into the elevator, and I'm like, and I'm
That's
with my
Tom.
daughter, and I'm like,
I would be too. Yeah.
she's like 5 months old. Tom Waits. And I saw him at the studio too. They were filming that the Gilliam film.
Oh yeah,
What
Terry
was
Gilliam,
that?
Barry Munchausen.
The
Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Yeah.
Right, perfect. And I freaked out because it was like him, Johnny Depp, Colin Farrell, and this other asshole. And I freaked out and I pulled up. I got this old '55 Cadillac, and I pull up right next to go in to run into the editing bay or something like that. And I'm like, and there's Terry Gilliam and Tom Waits and Colin Farrell and Johnny. And I just park it. And I'm like, you mind watching my baby for me real quick? Because my daughter was in the back seat, and they're just like checking out my car, and I was like, dude, Tom Waits is checking out my old '55.
Yeah.
I didn't say hi to him. I geeked out big time.
For me, I remember I was doing this movie with Patrick Stewart, and if any of you have ever read anything or interviews, you all know that I have this thing about Patrick Stewart. So I was saying this to the gals in the makeup and hair trailer. I was saying, I really love this guy, and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, are you excited? I said, are you kidding me? And I was like, just a babbling fool. I couldn't wait to actually meet him. So they were like, today is the day, because sometimes you work at different times than the other actors. So I was sitting there waiting, and they're like, okay, here he comes. And they were so excited to introduce him to me. So he came in, and they went, oh, Patrick, you've got to meet one of your co-stars here. This is Terrell Rothery. And normally, I tend to be a chit-chatter, all right? So the mirrors are sitting here because I'm in the makeup trailer, and I just went like this, hi. I'm not kidding. I sat there frozen, and he started to say something else, and I was like, yeah. And they were all like, their mouths are dropping, thinking, what the hell is wrong with this woman? And I literally stared at myself in the mirror, and then every once in a while I sort of glance over because he was sitting at the end. It was so embarrassing. I wanted to just crawl into a hole, but I redeemed myself because we were doing another convention in England, and he was there doing a play in Leeds, which is where he's from, and we were in the green room, and I boldly went where no man has gone before. And I walked up and I said, Patrick, I'm not sure if you remember me. He said, oh, of course, yes. And in his accent, I shook his hand, and we're chit-chatting, and he was saying he was doing this play, and that was great, and there was lots of conversation going on. And then I got called to go to work, and Patrick was still in there. And I said, Patrick, listen, I'm going to have to run, but it was really lovely to see you again. And he says, absolutely, darling. Pulled me in and kissed me on the lips. Woo-hoo! Oh, I was so excited.
I think that's called a squee, isn't it?
Anyway, that's my story.
Nice one. Dan Castellaneta came on set for SG-1, and I was starstruck because it's Homer Simpson. He has my career. That's fantastic. He's a great actor. He's a voice actor, and nobody recognizes him. That's a dream. Jason Momoa. I'd love to work with him again. I mean that.
It's very nice, buddy. Really?
Jason's getting creeped out.
What do you want to?
I would work with Patrick Stewart again, and I would absolutely love to work with Dame Judi Dench. I idolize this woman,
Wouldn't
and
that
I
be-
would kill to
That would
work
be
with
awesome.
her.
Yeah.
Class acts.
I like to work with Jack Nicholson before he died.
Yeah.
I like to work with Jack, and who I like to work with again. David.
Look at him.
I really fucking mean that too, buddy.
I mean too.
Yeah.
I mean too. Johnny Depp. That'd be kind of cool too.
I love Johnny Depp.
Natalie Portman.
Oh, Natalie Portman.
Oh, wait a minute.
No one's-
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, it's getting better.
It's digressing.
Okay,
people.
all right. Thanks for keeping us on the straight and narrow here.
Patrick Stewart.
That doesn't change, does it?
Although I like Johnny Depp too.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I really like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go on. Oh, I have a lot of great memories. Don and I were really close. He was like a father to me, so we spent a tremendous amount of time together. Oh, I'm just breaking up here. I have so many memories. I don't even know how what to share, except to say that one of my favorite memories of that great man was when he was meeting the woman that became his wife, that he has left behind, Ruby. And he was really nervous about, he didn't think he could